Easy peasy. I'd like to win a die roll, though. That'd be nice. I think I'm supposed to lead on the Ink Moth. Hopefully my opponent is not playing a Court of Calling deck. That would be a disaster. They all have Melira now. That seems okay by me. I guess that was leading on the Ink Moth may have been a mistake. I was thinking like there's a chance I don't want to attack with the Blighted or play the Blighted Agent that turn, but I find it unlikely. This is some stupid Naya deck, for lack of a better term. Actually, yeah, I did mess up that last turn. I was supposed to attack for one with Nexus and then leave up Vines for 2 turns from now. For this turn, actually. If I hadn't drawn this other Blighted Agent, I probably could have lost pretty easily. Yeah, that was a huge mistake. Wow. This deck is protection intensive. Yeah, so I've made 2 mistakes for a total of 2 life lost on my part, and 1 less infect on my opponent's part. The 1 less infect being huge. Well, I guess I would have had to use the Vines on the Blighted Agent. It's potentially huge. We'll see. I've ripped out of it pretty well, but definitely punted there. Though I guess without seeing the birds, the Ink Moth is still alive. Not blocking. That's for sure. That's perfectly fine by me. That was not the land I cared about. Now, time to think about how this turn plays out. I think I want the Elf in play. I don't know if I want the Arbor in play. I think I do. I don't want to use either mutagenic this turn. I would like to use the non-basic so I can't get like Fulminator Path or whatever. We're going to block with a Glistener Elf if given the chance. And that should do it. Barring... Well, there's no... I can't play around Crackling Doom. Or Fog. There's a large number of things that I could, in theory, lose to. $11! More than 10. It's a pretty common number, I've been noticing. So I definitely want the Dismember for random hate. Twisted Image comes in for sure. Spell Pierce is pretty trashy here, I think. Not the biggest Wild Defiance fan here either. Kind of like this. The only question is if I want the other Spellskite over the Dryad Arbor, which I do. This looks good. Yeah, the highlight of last match against John was even after F6ing turn 1, I was still in it if I didn't misplay my land on turn 5 and play the Force instead of the Inkmoth Nexus. I had like a turn where I could attack with 2 Inkmoths and beat my opponent through removal. So I've actually won a game where I F6'd on turn 1 on the draw. Playing against Jund. Yeah, I can probably do better than this. I'll accept it. It's not very good, but it's got some moves to it. Shucks. Let's take a look. Show me what you got. Yeah, that was from the John match. Well, we're gonna have to put up a fight this game, aren't we? Path, Bolt, Bolt, Voice. Because Probe does not continue to tell you what's in their hand after it resolves in this setup. Think I just want to fill my graveyard up for this Become Immense, so I'm going to use the fetch here. That was probably a superfluous fetch. I could have waited. This gets weird. Am I actually under that much pressure? I think I can just wait on this Blighted Agent. I can set up around multiple bolts. One time draw birds. That's not a birds. Okay. So, I'm gonna run out Glistener Elf. So that is the perfect protection. It's dead. Here, I think is where I make this move. Um, the answer is still no. Not sure that was the right order. Right land to tap. I don't know. We will see. Oh, wow! We get to do the thing! The thing being attack for 11 because Twisted Image adds the damage with Pendlehaven. Wazoo! Yeah, that was pretty cool. Yeah, this is a deck that does not do anything that really matters for this deck to beat. No discard is a big issue. Less interaction is a huge problem for people when they're playing against Impact.